Spoiler alert, he doesn't save it. What is going on, people? Welcome to another quick race analysis here. We were taking part in Pottstown's Cat 4 state championships here in Pennsylvania. Just rolling off in a neutral lap for right now. Honestly, guys, I didn't expect to ride this race. I was sick from Friday until Friday. This race was on Saturday. I probably got one ride in during that whole duration. If you take a look at this chart here, you can see that my fitness just took a spike in the wrong direction. That red dot was actually race day. Yeah, neutral lap here. A lot different than what we saw at Pickle Juice, where everybody was running and gunning for the start. Yeah, I appreciated this a lot, but I'm sure you're not too concerned about how my neutral lap went, so let's cut ahead. This is our finishing straight, and every lap easily hitting close to 32 miles an hour, 30. It's all uphill on the back half, and it's a straight downhill to the finish line. So everybody thought that was the spot to go. Yeah, again, I came into this with no expectations, and I'm really happy with the way this turned out. But as you can see, like, we're on lap 1, we're already seeing gaps starting to open up. Everybody came and brought their big boy watts, it looks like. I guess when you put something on Bike Reds that says state championships, people that care decide to show up. Yeah, and it was a hard race, as you can tell just by looking at the camera. As you can tell by looking at the camera, it was definitely slick. It was raining. Yeah, a lot of crashes in the Cat 5 race. Alright, so we're coming up on that crash that we saw at the intro of the video. As you can see, like I said, it's definitely slick. It's raining. You can see the water droplets on both my cameras here. So if you didn't take out a little bit of PSI, you might have been slip sliding. So Orange Bike here has the line that I kind of want, so I'm taking it outside, and you can see right here, and whoop, bike's bouncing off me. So we're gonna pause it right here, and you can see he lost it before he even went into the corner. So it tells me that he either grabbed some brake or just kind of bent too far, or maybe his PSI was just too high. But yeah, that crash could have been avoided, and it definitely took out Orange Bike next to him. You can see in the rear camera that someone's helping them get the bike back up. But I saw that rider later. We both take a free lap in a minute here, but just glad to see they came out okay. So you're going to see me roll up to our race referee here and announce to him that I want to take a free lap. He's asking me if I'm pulling out, and I said no, I want a free lap, and it's because I was crashed out from another rider. I was like, oh, then you want to go over this time. It was announced to us like 4 times at the start, but after crashing, I obviously wasn't thinking. So I'm having a quick conversation with our race director, letting him know that I was crashed out. And a quick pro tip for anybody who doesn't know: if you crash, or a part of a crash, or a rider has obstructed you and you go off course because of that crash, you are entitled to a free lap. I think it's even if you have to put your foot down to keep yourself upright and like stop, then you are entitled to a free lap. I could be wrong, so if someone could put that in the comments below, but it was just told to me the other day that is the case. So yeah, they're offering me to hold on to the railing here of this flimsy tent, but I'm not interested because I'm worried I'm going to probably fall over. And that's how fast that lap was. Guys are ripping around this corner already. So I'm seeing that they're flying. I got to get on a wheel now. And I see this purplish vegan cyclist kit kind of fly by, and I look behind me and I realize that the other guys might not make this selection again. And it was really interesting to see, like, some of the line choices here. You're seeing people you're gonna see someone like basically look like they're going backwards in a second here. Yeah, I just stopped pedaling. This course wouldn't allow you to do that. Like, you have to pedal and get to the top of this hill, and then if you're going to take it easy, that's the spot to do it, or to attack. And like you're just going to see a couple of guys are just not going to make it because of it. And Vegan Cyclist Kit guy here is doing a good job of seeing and keeping wheels, and you can see that like a little bit of a gap is opening up. It's filling in with those riders that took a wide line. And Penn State here, you can just tell with his pedal stroke and his body language that he's just here's that corner again. I was not interested in that outside line. I wanted the inside no matter what after that crash. But you can just tell, and like, yeah, but like I said, his body language is slow cadence. He just didn't want to bridge this, and so it was on me to kind of pull through and latch back on. And this corner was really deceptive because it's this weird camber to a downhill. The first few times I don't really pedal through it. Like you can see there, I just kind of surge after I get over that little off camber section, and we're drilling it down the hill right into the finish line again. And yeah, this was the name of the game for every lap. Every lap we were drilling it through the finishing stretch. This section right here had some like awkward, rough terrain, and then you had the storm drain that had a carpet over it. It was interesting. Like later in the day, I found out. Here we go. There's another gap that I see, and I don't see Vegan Cyclist pulling through, so I'm going to take it upon myself to make sure that my race isn't over. And he's wise and bridges to my wheel, and I think the guys in front of him is just, I think at this point, my rear view camera is just the view of people that don't make the selection. And there were so many times I was last man on the train. This guy here in the green with the silver allay was an animal. He made every move. He did a great job. I don't know who he is. I've never seen him before. Hopefully I see him again. Unmistakable looking bike, but yeah, he was definitely drilling it. Still hate that corner. So this is the segment of the video where we're going to start talking about teams and their tactics. So if you look ahead of me, on the right hand side you're seeing a lot of the same colors. So Doylestown is represented. Right in front of me in the Kelly green is Kelly Benefits. And I think they came with 3 or 4 riders. In the black kit we've got the Vitesse. I don't know how it's pronounced. And myself and this guy, and I think my buddy in green that was helping me out with that silver allay are also lone wolves. My buddy Bob in a white QCW kit is up near the front right now, and I think that might be him in the lead right now. So I'm unaffiliated, and I'm just riding as a lone wolf in this, and I'm just trying to just find the right wheels to stay relevant. But you're going to start seeing some tactics now where people are riders are starting to put digs into like, as you can see, we've got a little bit of a gap off the front there. And if there's no representation of one of those teams in the break, it's going to be on that team to shut that down. Otherwise, their rider's just going to sit up and be content to let that go. And with 13 to go, I don't know how serious that move would be, but also, like, it was very easy to close gaps here. Like, I mean, yeah, maybe not easy in the sense that I still had to put down 600 watts, but I was able to overtake this rider, get right back on this train, and we're all back together again. And you can see, like, this guy on my left from Kelly is kind of just patrolling back here, more like tail gunning like I am. It was not by design that I was going to go tail gunning, that's for certain. I was, like I said, I came to this with 0 expectations, and coming off of a real cruel sinus infection, so I was, again, elated to just be in it at this point. So we're fast forwarding just a little bit here. I think we have about 8 or 9 laps to go, and things are starting to slow down. Like we're on a flat, maybe a false flat here, and we're still only putting out like 22, 23, 24 miles an hour. And I'm soft pedaling. You can see the Doylestown, no one is pedaling in front of me. Like, and I decide that I'm comfortable with this corner now, and I'm gonna put something into the field here. And I shut it down for a second and realized no one's pedaling again. So I decide that this is my YOLO. This is the only time I'm gonna give this dig. I see that everybody's kind of sitting up, no one wants to work, so I get out of the saddle. I flex in front of my friends and family, and yeah, I take a peek behind me, and I see that there's a little bit of a gap, but it's not gonna last. So with 3-4 hungry teams, I decide, looking back, that I am not gonna take this all the way home. So I start to shut it down on this hill, keep my momentum, and just find a way to slot back in. I have no regrets at all for that one. Just wanted to kind of test the waters and see if maybe everybody else was cooked. Again, after a week of not feeling great, I just still pumped to even get this far. So the Doylestown rider on my right here, or my left, we just exchanged words real quick, and I love this, by the way. Every once in a while, people actually recognize my ridiculous green helmet and silly sunglasses, and they're like, "Oh, you're Sizzly." My wife hates it. I think it is the funniest thing in the world. So he just asked me, he's like, "Hey, are you Sizzly?" I'm like, "Yeah, right now I feel like ground beef." But yeah, it's fun. Bike racing's back, and it's I don't think I'm anything other than like a local internet idiot that has a microphone right now. So actually, so cool story. This gentleman right here, right in front of me, that we were just talking about, he will actually go on and take second there in the Doylestown kit. So yeah, absolute beast. I've ridden with him a couple times out at GV. Joe, you're the man. Nice job out there. So we've probably got about a handful of laps left at this point, and no one's really kind of sent it. And again, we're going to go back to team tactics here, and I see that a Kelly guy has just gone off the front of the middle there. You're going to see him just on the right-hand side of the screen in just a second go by. There he goes. And there's a couple of lap riders that are just on the course doing their cooldown. And you're going to see right here, and whoop, same corner we watched that crash in before. He goes down, and I know that now the chase is going to be on. So I know Kelly is basically saying, alarm bells are ringing, time to move, because they now only have 2 or 3 guys left of their 3 or 4. And once we round this and come down to our finishing stretch again, I think we'll have 5 to go. So yeah, I mean, from here on it, this is just me tail gunning and hoping I can hang on for dear life, because I want to finish. It's been a rough season for me to try to get finishes. So I'm going to bring it around to 1 to go. So we're coming around bell lap, and yeah, again, spoiler alert, I do not win this race. We already saw that podium. Again, just excited to be part of this race and finish, and like I said, no expectations coming back from being sick. Everybody drilled it and had a great race out there. Yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you can, and I'm going to let you just watch the rest of this video.